Today we've got an explosive focus workout for HIIT, high intensity interval training. Here you can see a preview of one of the exercises we will be doing. Broad jumps, standing and jumping as far as we can with a band to resist around our waist. You can see this is a fairly loose band. I'm still able to jump out and explode pretty far. The key to broad jumps is starting low and finishing low. Explosive jump out and catching in that low squat and not letting the band yank you backwards. Here's the full workout. Take a screenshot of it so you have for your record. A lot of very cool movements today, some dynamic movements, landmine and dumbbells, and then some bands at the end. Starting off, we got a 5-minute warm-up, 5 different movements, take about a minute each. You got banded overhead press. You can just stand on that loop band, do each arm, whatever type of band you have. Just getting those shoulders loose because we will be going overhead a lot today. After that, you got your banded overhead press. So you can pull apart that band as your shoulder tightness allows for, trying to get down deep into that full squat. After those, we're going to walking lunges, just body weight, getting warmed up. Knee to the ground, standing up. We go forward lunge and reverse lunge for about a minute. And we finish up those lunges, we got Spider-Man walks. So you're transitioning opposite arm, opposite leg, move forward, and you're dropping to that push-up position. And then finishing off the leg swings front to back and side to side. You can see that leg crossing in front of me, getting as high on each side of my body as I can, trying to keep that leg as straight as possible. Here's the front to back swings, trying to keep that leg straight, turning, outside leg is swinging, just post or hold on to something to keep yourself stable. Alright, getting into the workout. First set's going to be 14 minutes total, 3 sets of work. You got landmine split jerks, as you can see here. A little bit of a dip, quarter squat, and exploding, popping that arm out. Inside leg is going to go back, so you're going to be opposite arm to opposite leg going forward. That landmine is going to explode out in front of you. Try to not get knocked backwards when you do this one. Try to land in the same place with your feet every time. After you hit those split jerks for 40 seconds on each side with your rest in between, go into landmine thrusters, full squat and exploding that weight overhead. And then final movement, as we warmed up with those lunges, you got alternating landmine reverse lunges. Make sure you switch arms halfway between that set, but you'll be inside leg stepping back, the same hand that's holding. 2 minutes rest, and then the next 14-minute set is an AMRAP. 4 different movements. Here you can see the dumbbells devil's press, chest to the ground, and then you're swinging, hinging, and thrusting those 2 dumbbells all the way up and overhead. All right? Make sure the hinge is good so you're exploding with the hips. After the devil's press, we got dumbbell clean and press. You're just swinging those dumbbells up to the shoulders, get the biceps burn a little, and then dipping and driving that dumbbell overhead. All right? Start off with the push press. Here you can see a variation in the push jerk. Depending on how heavy you're going, the push jerk may be a better option if you're going heavier. Either one works for that overhead movement. And then final movement, it'll be single dumbbell snatches, and then this will be both sides separately with rests in between, exploding that dumbbell straight from the ground to overhead. From between the legs, no pause in between and a press. It's from the ground all the way up to overhead. Feel free to go pretty heavy on this one. You should be a little heavier than you were for the clean press or the devil's press. 2 minutes rest, and then finishing off with our last set of exercises is a 17-minute AMRAP. You got 5 different movements. Most of them are banded or body weight. Here you can see the exercise from the preview, those banded resistance broad jumps, all right? Trying to get as far as you can out without getting yanked back or aggressively pulled towards the base wherever you're starting from. Working on explosiveness and jumping against resistance. Next, you're going bounds for height and bounds for distance. You can just alternate back and forth for the 45 seconds you'll be working. Just getting 15 seconds rest between each exercise for this set. Here you can see a controlled tuck jump. I'm not rapid fire. I'm catching myself, landing, and exploding up with that tuck jump. And then finishing off the last 2 movements split up is a banded knee drive. Make sure you get even on both legs and make sure you point that toe up as you're driving forward.